Hey guys, it's Jayska from Adoministics YouTube channel. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just doing a little short video here. I'm gonna walk y'all around the yard and show you the clouds and the weather. There's not many clouds, as you can tell. It's basically blue skies from here on out for right now. Anyways, there's like a few little clouds, that cloud right there. There's a couple little bitty clouds over through here, but there's not many clouds at all, as you can see. It's just basically blue skies. It feels nice. It's a little bit on the heated side, the hot side. It's really breezy. Very, very beautiful though. This is after the tornadoes that happened in Somerset, Kentucky. There was 2 tornadoes that was confirmed in Somerset, Kentucky, and I actually have one of my best friends growing up, she actually moved to Somerset, Kentucky. So every time it comes a big storm or tornado or anything where she lives at, she lives in a little tiny home that they keep building onto. And she has to seek shelter and stuff wherever they have shelter at every time there's like a major storm or tornado and stuff. Because I don't know if y'all know anything about Somerset, Kentucky or Central Kentucky, out in like towards Western Kentucky, but it starts getting a whole lot more flatter. The mountains probably stop around Barberville and Manchester. That's when the mountains pretty much stop. That looks like a dead butterfly. Oh, it is dead. But yeah, the mountains pretty much stop in those areas. They're not as big as this right here is in those areas. They're just pretty much like little rolling hills. They're not like these mountains or nothing in those areas. They're just like little bitty rolling hills. More or less probably about going halfway up the hillside there would be, not even halfway up, would be like the size of like one of their mountains in those areas. It's very, very beautiful. That's what my septic looks like right now. Such a mess, such a mess, such a mess. Anyways though, they're not very big at all once you get there. You can kind of see we have a little breeze going on. You might be able to hear it too, and we got a breeze going over across the tracks too. It's still pretty windy. I think sometimes too what you're hearing, or what I'm hearing anyways, whenever I'm outside right now, is the cicadas that I showed y'all yesterday in a video. I've not seen any around here though, like on the trees or the grass or anything like that, or the bushes or nothing. But I'm sure they're here. If they're up at Weisberg, they're here too. But I've not seen any yet on none of the bushes or trees or nothing. Don't see none. But yeah, there was 2 tornadoes that was confirmed this morning or last night or whatever for Somerset, Kentucky. And I think they was like at the same time, like one after another. I've seen a couple of pictures online of them and stuff, but I don't really know much. I know that there was some casualties and some damage done and stuff. I don't really know what areas or nothing was affected. I used to go to Somerset, Kentucky for medical reasons, but I just don't go there no more. It's gotten too expensive for me and too far away. I love Somerset, Kentucky though. Somerset, Kentucky, other than the tornadoes, it's a very, and the storms, very, very nice place to live at. If you have to live in Kentucky, I would recommend you living there. Here's something else I got blooming out. I need to weed out this flower bed. I don't feel like it, because every time I do, I get poison vine all over me and my whole body ends up itching, and it takes me forever to get rid of it. So I had started there a week or so ago, but then it just started pouring the rain in that corner though. But the skies and the clouds look gorgeous. We're gonna be over a short form video. I'm sorry, you guys. I just meant for it to be a short one, but it is what it is. You can see kind of how the yard is damp. I'm out here in my nightgown. The yard is very, very damp. Very muddy, very damp feeling. You can see kind of how high the water is here next to the pond. Like I said, it didn't go on that, it didn't go to that top part of that deck, the flooring of it. It just got below it. It actually went down some too, because it was up higher than that. It was connecting to that bottom piece of that floor over there on that deck of that pond. But the waters actually went down. But you can always tell by how muddy it is. And I don't know what it is, but every time it rains a lot or floods or anything like that, it will bring up, especially like on rivers and stuff, it will bring up like debris and stuff. There's not a whole lot of debris or nothing in this pond right now, thank goodness. But like over there, you can tell those little pink things next to that corner over there, that is from the trampoline, and the winds just blew those off. Excuse me, my youngest daughter had been putting those down and stuff to put those foam things, pool noodles down for protection on the trampoline there. And then right here at my feet, this used to be a little walkway right here. And this used to be where all the flower garden and stuff was years ago. I gotta get off here though, because I see someone pulling up and they came over here to work on my water. So hopefully they'll figure out what's wrong with my water, so my water bill won't be so high, because it has been pouring the water and stuff, draining like crazy through it. And I know that's gonna make a huge water bill. So I just I don't know, I hope they figure out what's wrong with it. But I know it's not just like a little trickle or nothing of water anymore. It's a whole stream of water. So I hope that they can figure out what's going on with it, so my water bill won't be so high. And here's some water that's standing here. I need to move that rose bush there to the backyard, and those hostas and stuff. It's just getting around to do everything and having the energy to do everything. But yeah, I don't know if y'all can listen or not. I'm pretty sure that sound you're hearing, it kind of sounds like an ambulance, maybe. That was one of my neighbors. I'm also distantly kin to everybody around here. Anyways, though, I think that's cicadas, but I could be wrong. Y'all can tell me in the comments what you think. Are y'all hearing it, what I'm hearing? That constant noise. Like, kind of like a little siren or something. There's the septic. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. You can see I've left a few hostas whenever I moved these hostas out here from before in the front yard. But it don't matter about a few. I'm gonna walk up here on the front porch while I'm out here with you guys. That vine right there, I don't know what that vine is, but it spreads and it takes over everywhere. Years ago when I was a child, I had some woman, she gave me a little start off of it in Hazard, Kentucky. And we brought it back here and we put it on my mom's hillside. And then whenever I got older and got this place, I don't know if y'all can see because of my shadow, that's where I dug up hostas too. So really I just need to dig up over here on this side and on over. But anyway, she got me a start whenever I got older and got this house or whatever. So that's where that vine thing came from. Yeah, last night, because where I still sleep right now, next to that window in the living room, because I've not been able to move my bed and stuff in there, in that room where I do all my dancing videos. That's going to be my room for a while or whatever. I haven't been able to, well, it's not my computer that I use, and so it's somebody else's computer, and they've not moved their computer, and they don't want me messing with their computer other than just playing on it. And because there's so many parts to it, it's a hand-built computer or whatever. So anyways, they don't want me messing with it. They gotta be the one to move it, and they haven't moved it yet. So I can't make people do stuff. There's some more clouds, and they look real pretty and beautiful there. But the skies are mostly blue. It's a little bit breezy and windy, like I said. Last night, though, I could see these out there in that corner there of that curtain where I lay. I could see these power lines out here. That's what always scares me about living here, is the power lines, or one of the major things that scares me is these power lines, where I have so many power lines, especially in my backyard. But these right here in my front yard are major power lines, and I'm always afraid that one of them is going to just like burst. Because right here where I live at, especially my house, and it's not even like the neighbor's houses right here, it's just mine. My house is considered like in the suction cut part, the dip part of the valley of the mountains. So like all the wind and everything like that just like sucks it up where I live at and stuff. So that always scares me and stuff about living here. If I could afford it and move, I'd move in the heartbeat. I would move before yesterday or whatever. I'd move before tomorrow or whatever. But if I could, if I had the money, that's obviously one of the biggest reasons why I have my YouTube channel, in hopes that I can start making money off of it. And anyways, I can afford to save up and move. I have bills too, just like anyone else does. It's just I don't have real high bills. I do have bills though. I think we all have bills. And then I have monthly bills too, you know. Here's more of that vine. See, sometimes it has like a yellowish tint to it. And sometimes it can have like a little reddish tint to it, and little flowers that grow on it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Those little white flowers. But looks pretty out here now today and stuff. I guess I could walk y'all up to the railroad tracks to see if we get a better view of. I don't think there was a whole lot of water that happened or nothing, but we'll see if there's any water over there in the creek from what we can tell from standing on the railroad tracks. It's whenever the water gets high and starts coming out of the creek into the gardens and stuff, that's when you gotta worry about it. No, it don't look like the water got up high enough. It's brown looking, but it don't look like it's, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It don't look like it got up high enough though. Just start coming over in the lawn and the gardens and stuff. People have gardens from right here. And this right here part is the bad part about catching water and that dip. But people have gardens from here on all the way up in those other gardens. But this right here area, like this right here lower part to maybe, I could be wrong, maybe that mid part there where those little poles are sticking up, that's the part that my parents own, my dad. And then up above him's my uncle. And then up above my uncle is the other neighbors in that little house up there. And they used to have hogs years ago when I was growing up, but they ain't had them for years. I just don't like hogs because they stink so bad and they're so loud. You talk about smelling bad. Hogs stink, pigs stink. But they're real good about if you needed, say you was wanting to have that mountain cleared off or whatever. Hogs are really good about clearing off stuff. And I don't know if it's true or not. I guess it's kind of pointless information. But I've always heard that hogs can eat up a human body within 8 days. I might be wrong. Or whatever. Completely dispose of one in 8 days. But that's just kind of useless information. But I've always heard that they're really good for clearing, like, they can eat these trees and bushes and shrubs and stuff like that. I mean, I think goats can too, but not as good. I think they're more for eating grass and stuff like that. But yeah, we have a few beautiful white puffy clouds. The rest of the sky is just gorgeous and blue. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful blue skies now. And I'm not so sure about all the casualties and stuff. Like I said, from the Somerset tornadoes, I really haven't seen too much about it. I just know that it was 2 tornadoes, and it was, I think they was pretty much side by side or one after another, from what I was told or seen online or whatever. But I'm sure my friend's okay and her family, because they always go to like one of those shelters for people from what they've always done and stuff. See, I transferred some of that vine out here, and you can see that one has kind of like an orangish, reddish looking color and yellow. Some of the stuff I didn't ever plant yet, like that hosta there, my foot. The irises, nothing seems like it lasts long. Not like it used to. I don't know if it's because it's so overgrown or what, but those irises, the purple irises, are already looking like dirty, looking like they're trying to die, and the yellow ones. Something's been in there laying, probably chickens. Chickens like to go in there and nest if it is overgrown like that with weeds. And so I'd say the chickens has been in there nesting and stuff. There's some more yellow irises. There's another rose bush. I don't have a pretty rose bush. I don't know what it is, but in this ground over here where it's clay, nothing I had that was pretty survived. There's that little vine, you can't hardly see it in there. But yeah, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous day and stuff. The skies are beautiful and blue. Clouds are white. Just a little bit of breeze, wind going on. Nothing damaging or nothing like that right now. I think a lot of things did get damaged from what I've heard in that Somerset tornado, but I really don't know what for sure. And I used to go down there to a place near Ferguson, Kentucky, near Somerset, and you used to, and I think it still exists, I forgot the name of it, but I think it might be called Off the Vine Produce. Anyways, you can go there and get a ton of fruits and vegetables. Used to, you could get meats, and they would sell like yard sale items and stuff too. But those people that own it now, they're Christians, and they give you like really, really good discounts on stuff. And so I don't know where they get it from, but I think they used to go to like auctions or something in Ohio, and they would get it and bring it down here or something. I'm not really sure though. That's all kinds of water there. withstanding in the ground. It's so saturated. But yeah, there's a place at Ferguson near Somerset you can go and get a ton of fruits and vegetables. And used to, I would do it, you know, back whenever I was seeing doctors in London, Laurel County and stuff, because it was worth it. But I don't do it now because it's not worth it or nothing. But I'm gonna get off here, you guys, and see what's going on with my water and stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later. That's just a little, a long update. Thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye.